was that?
What the owners thought was just another late-night alert on their Ring cameras turned out to be their biggest nightmare. Because they captured horrifying moments.
Stop! You gotta go!
Mysterious intruders sneaking inside houses to terrifying creatures lurking around. These disturbing clips will leave you in shock. So let's begin.
Go! No! Run!
Creepy figure. One night, a strange figure walked up to a front door, and the closer it got, the scarier it looked. Its fingers were unnaturally long, and it had no nose, mouth, or any facial features. The Ring doorbell camera caught everything. Its creepy movements and appearance looked like a mix of a witch and something completely unknown. Not human at all. Nobody knows what it wanted or why it was there, but the sight was enough to leave anyone terrified. Alien. One night, a man heard strange noises outside his home. Curious but cautious, he waited until morning to check his CCTV footage. What he saw left him shocked. It was an alien walking past his house. The being looked like it was searching for something, possibly food. Its movements were unusual, and there was no clue where it came from or where it went after. Since that night, it has never been seen again. The mysterious encounter left the man wondering if it was just passing through or if it had a specific purpose. Mysterious figure. Well, looks like the neighborhood just got a new, mysterious walker. No invitation required. A man received a motion alert on his phone and decided to check his Ring camera. What he saw made him do a double take. A dark, shadowy figure was strolling down the road. Its feet were clearly visible, but the rest of the body, just a transparent shadow, as if it didn't belong there at all. The man couldn't explain it. Was it a ghost, a trick of the light, or something else entirely? Either way, it left him with more questions than answers, and the strange figure remained a mystery. Lost rake. One night, a guy heard strange noises outside his apartment. Curious, he peeked out of the window and was shocked by what he saw. A terrifying rake, possibly lost, stood under a streetlight. Its angry expression and erratic movements made the scene even more unsettling. It stayed for a while, scanning the area before moving on. The guy was left in disbelief, unsure if what he saw was real or just a nightmare. Tiny creature. One night, a local's dog suddenly started barking like crazy. The owner didn't pay much attention at first, but checked on the dog the next day. Everything seemed fine, but just to be sure, he decided to check his CCTV footage. What he saw shocked him. The dog was looking out the garage door, staring at a tiny, dark figure with only its legs visible. The figure was moving at full speed, running like it was on a mission. The dog must have sensed something more, but the owner had no idea what it was or where it went. The creature seemed to vanish, leaving only more questions. Scary alien. In a small village in Peru, a farmer woke up to find his wooden yard gate broken from the middle, as if someone had done it on purpose. Thinking it might have been a thief, he checked the CCTV footage, but what he saw left him shocked. A terrifying alien with glowing eyes was behind it. The creature broke the gate, then stood there peeking inside, observing everything for a while. It didn't enter, just stayed there as if observing the place. What it wanted or why it was there, no one could figure out. Since that day, the farmer has been extra cautious, keeping a close eye on his yard, unsure if this strange visitor might return. Half figure. A man was on his way home when something strange was caught on CCTV. In the footage, he's seen running away, clearly startled by something. Moments later, what appeared was unbelievable. A strange creature with only half a body and no legs. Yet somehow it was moving. It quickly entered a house, and the man was left in shock. The house owner checked the footage and the property, but found nothing unusual. The creature seemed to disappear as quickly as it had appeared, leaving everyone involved puzzled. What was it? And where did it go? The mystery remained. Strange creature. Checking CCTV cameras regularly is important. A man in Mexico learned this the hard way. When he checked his surveillance footage after 10 days, he was shocked and puzzled. Every night, a rake-like being had been entering his garage. Its movements were strange, and no one knew where it came from or why it stayed there. The man immediately installed double locks on his garage. Interestingly, since then, the strange being never returned. This eerie incident left him wondering what its purpose was and why it chose his home. One thing is clear: sometimes cameras capture more than we expect. Scary creature. In Texas, a local heard strange noises outside his house. Thinking it was just an animal, he decided to check his CCTV footage. What he saw made his jaw drop. A tall, creepy, humanoid creature sitting in his yard, acting all strange like it was hiding. Freaked out, he called the authorities, but by the time they arrived, the creature was gone. They searched everywhere, but there was no trace of it. Maybe it just didn't want to stick around, or maybe it had somewhere else to be, but no one really knows where it went. Parker Mystery.
What? What's wrong with you?
A woman was home alone with her husband out of town when she heard a knock at the door in the middle of the night. Nervously, she went to check, but what stood before her left her in complete shock. A terrifying woman, either possessed or a witch, stood there with dark eyes and creepy hands. She was trying to get inside, whispering something like, "Parker, Parker, he's the one who made me this way." The terrified woman quickly slammed the door shut, pulled the curtains, and hid in her room. After a while, the figure vanished. But here's the twist: her husband's name was Parker. Crawling cryptid. A tourist visited a small Indonesian town where locals claimed a strange creature appeared at night. He didn't believe the stories and installed a CCTV camera to prove them wrong. The next day, he reviewed the footage and was shocked. The camera captured a terrifying humanoid figure walking upside down with a disturbing, creepy smile. The sight left him completely unsettled, as it matched exactly what the locals had described. Unsure of what he had encountered and too scared to stay, the tourist packed his belongings and left the town, never to return to that place. Monster hands.
Stop. You gotta go.
One guy had a night he'll never forget. While he was outside, he saw hands in the dark, moving like someone was begging for help. It scared him, so he quickly turned on the outdoor light. But when the yard lit up, no one was there.
Shh. Calm down. What are you?
He tried to ignore it and kept going. Then, out of nowhere, a loud knock hit the door, way louder and more intense than before. He turned the light back on, but the yard was still empty. Whatever was out there, he's still stuck wondering to this day.
Holy hell.
Creepy baby. A man recently moved to a town where people often talked about unusual creatures living nearby, but he didn't believe it. At first, everything seemed normal, but one night, he heard creepy noises outside his door. The next day, he checked his Ring camera, and his beliefs changed. The footage showed a strange humanoid baby figure, looking so creepy it could have been from a sci-fi movie. The figure paused for a few seconds, then vanished without a trace. The man realized the rumors were true, and he had witnessed something otherworldly with his own eyes. It was no longer just talk. He had experienced it firsthand. Unidentified creature. Well, this is one way to keep an eye on your backyard. A man's CCTV captured something strange and dark lingering in his yard for a while. It seemed to be searching for something, then eventually disappeared into the woods. The house owner had no idea what it was, so he shared the footage online, where it quickly went viral. Opinions poured in. Some believed it was a werewolf, while others were sure it was Bigfoot. Whatever it was, the mystery remains, leaving everyone to wonder what really wandered through that night. Creepy wanderer. It was a dark, eerie night in Managua, Nicaragua. A groundskeeper was out working, probably counting the minutes until his shift ended. While walking down the street, he saw a ghostly figure floating toward him. He froze, gripping his broom so hard his knuckles turned white. The figure rushed past him, icy air chilling his skin, before disappearing behind an old stone pillar. He couldn't stop thinking about it. It reminded him of La Llorona, the terrifying spirit from legends. That night, he swore the darkness felt alive, like something else was watching him. Creepy, right? Ghostly figure. On January 16th, 2023, a Ring camera captured something strange, a figure gliding toward a house. It didn't seem normal. Some people think it could be a ghost, while others believe it might just be a glitch or fog playing tricks on the camera. But none of these ideas seem to explain it fully. The figure looked like a human shape, moving with purpose, not randomly. What it truly was remains a mystery, and the homeowners are left wondering if they witnessed something paranormal or just an unexplained trick of technology. Alien being. Back in 2019, a house owner in Dallas, Texas, was away for 2 days. When they returned, they found their front door damaged. Curious and concerned, they checked their Ring camera, and what they saw changed everything. The footage showed an alien with large eyes and strange hands trying to enter their house. The sight left them shocked and full of questions. Where did this otherworldly being go after this? And why was it here in our world? The encounter remains unexplained, but it's a reminder that some things defy logic and leave us searching for answers. Unidentified figure. You know those moments when you wish you hadn't checked the doorbell camera? Well, one homeowner in the middle of the night found something they didn't expect. The footage showed a nearly transparent figure walking across the property. It had no face and seemed to fade as it moved, almost like a ghost on a stroll. Faint footsteps could be heard in the background, adding to the scary vibe. But after reviewing the footage and checking the property, the homeowner found nothing unusual. So, what exactly was it? A ghost? A glitch? No one knows for sure, but the mystery remains unsolved, leaving the homeowner wondering if it was just a late-night visitor or something far stranger. Flying mystery. Well, it looks like someone in the backyard had wings, but not the kind you'd expect. A house owner's CCTV caught something truly bizarre, an odd, tiny creature flying through the yard. Completely puzzled, the homeowner had no idea what it was, so they shared the video online, and it went viral. Opinions flooded in. Some thought it was a strange orb, while others swore it looked like a fairy on a night out. Whatever it was, it definitely got people talking. Spider cryptid. A waiter had just finished his late shift and was heading home, thinking it was just another night. Little did he know, this night would be anything but ordinary. As he walked down the main road, out of nowhere, a giant spider-like creature appeared and started chasing him. It was so huge, it looked like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Somehow, he managed to escape and made it home safe. But what was this terrifying thing? No one would have believed him if it hadn't been captured on the shop's CCTV. Guess cameras can be lifesavers. Ghostly ringed figure. A family was returning home on a cold, foggy night after dinner when they noticed something strange in their yard. It appeared as if something was moving through the thick fog. To make sure, they checked the CCTV footage, and what they saw shocked them. A strange, ghostly figure with a ringed shape was seen passing through their yard. The eerie sight was unlike anything they had ever seen before, and the family couldn't help but wonder what it could have been. They had no explanation for the mysterious figure that appeared out of nowhere. Unexpected caught. Talk about a surprise you didn't sign up for. A girl went outside to check her Ring camera, thinking it was just another normal night. But when she reviewed the footage later, she was shocked. Along with her own movement, the camera had caught something else, an object that seemed to be shape-shifting in the night sky. It didn't look like a plane or bird, and it almost appeared ghostly, translucent, and mysterious. Was it some kind of flying creature, or maybe something otherworldly?
Wait a minute.
Creepy humanoid. Late one night, as the homeowner was in the kitchen, something scary happened. Through the window, a strange humanoid figure appeared. Its glowing eyes and reddish body looked like something from a sci-fi film. The figure paused for a moment, staring through the window, before vanishing back into the night. The homeowner felt an unsettling presence, but when they checked, no one was there. Confused, they decided to check the CCTV, and that's when they saw it all. The mysterious figure standing right outside, leaving them speechless and terrified. Wolfman. Well, it looks like Romania's wildlife just got a whole lot more interesting. A local heard his car alarm buzzing and thought maybe it was just a false alarm. He stepped outside, expecting to see nothing, but when he checked his CCTV, he was in for a real shock. The footage showed a giant wolfman looking like something straight out of a horror movie, probably searching for something to eat. The creature had clearly come out of the woods, but what was even stranger was how quickly it disappeared from the site, like it knew exactly where to vanish. The man couldn't help but wonder if the woods were hiding more than just trees. Scary encounter. A CCTV camera captured something straight out of a horror movie. Near a quiet bus stand, two poor friends were peacefully sleeping, unaware that their night was about to turn terrifying. Out of nowhere, a woman dressed in white appeared, but this was no ordinary woman. She seemed like a witch or someone possessed, vanishing and reappearing in different spots near them. Suddenly, she grabbed one of the friends and disappeared entirely. When the other friend woke up, he couldn't find his companion and panicked. After reviewing the CCTV footage, the scary truth became clear. Hours later, the missing friend was found deep in the woods, disoriented but alive. The mystery of who or what took him remains unsolved. Maskman. A homeowner got a doorbell alert late at night but decided not to answer. When they checked the footage, they were shocked. A masked person stood at the door, holding a sign that read, "Free hugs." The figure didn't move much, just stared directly into the camera before pointing at the sign. While it was Halloween night, making the situation slightly less unusual, it didn't make the encounter any less unsettling. Few would feel safe opening their door to someone like that, no matter the occasion.
What is that?
Portal opening. In Indonesia, a boy was burning trash outside his house, and everything seemed normal. But then something happened that left him puzzled. Suddenly, the color of the fire changed, and the flames started spinning in circles, as if a portal was about to open. The boy couldn't understand what was happening, as it continued for quite some time. When he told others about it, no one believed him. Luckily, the entire event was recorded on CCTV. Now the question arises, was there something in the trash that triggered this strange phenomenon? This mystery remains unsolved. Locked lady. A lady was passing by an abandoned school when curiosity got the best of her, and she decided to go inside. Everything seemed normal at first, but when she entered the cafeteria, the doors suddenly locked behind her. Panic set in as she tried calling for help, but the signal kept cutting off. Then, the unimaginable happened. Chairs and tables started moving on their own, and she was violently pushed into a wall, as if a powerful presence was at play. She lost consciousness from the shock and pain. The entire event was captured on CCTV. When she came to, the gates were mysteriously open, and she rushed out. Museum lover. In a quiet, dimly lit museum, something truly strange was caught on camera. A faint, see-through figure appeared near a painting, standing perfectly still, almost like it was admiring the museum art. It looked harmless at first, even peaceful. Then, things took a chilling turn. The figure started to move, gliding smoothly through the gallery as if it belonged there. Its legs were visible, clear as day on an otherwise transparent body. It wasn't some shadow or camera glitch. Whatever it was, it left the museum staff rattled. A ghostly visitor enjoying the exhibits? Now that's next level spooky. Disappearing ghost. A ring cam caught someone walking through a quiet neighborhood. At first, it seemed normal, just a guy strolling by. But as he got closer to the house, his legs started to disappear. Seriously, they were fading like mist in the air. And then, it got even weirder. By the time he passed the camera, his whole body was gone. All that was left was a faint shadow floating behind him. This wasn't a glitch or some trick of the light. It's real footage, and it still has people creeped out, trying to figure out what really happened. Never to return. Creepy clown. A family wasn't home when, in their absence, someone attempted to break into their house. Their friendly neighbor informed them about the suspicious activity. Upon reviewing the CCTV footage, they were horrified to see a clown holding a knife, though it wasn't clear what it was up to. Fortunately, the family wasn't at home at the time. The thought of what could have happened if the clown had entered the house secretly sent chills down their spines. It was a close call, and they couldn't shake off the eerie feeling that lingered after watching the footage. Unknown creature. Highway authorities recently shared CCTV footage that's now puzzling every viewer. The footage clearly shows, in the middle of the night, a strange creature crossing the highway at full speed, heading into the woods. The video quickly went viral, and people have shared various theories about what it could be. Some believe it was a rake, while others think it could have been a werewolf, secretly living in the woods. Whatever it was, it's got everyone questioning what really roams in the dark of the night. Witch. In a small Indonesian town, locals often spoke of a mysterious woman seen late at night, moving unnaturally fast from one place to another. No one had ever seen her face, but her presence left an uneasy feeling among the residents. One night, a local's CCTV captured her, a figure with long hair, resembling a witch, moving swiftly and silently. The eerie footage matched the descriptions perfectly, sending a wave of fear through the community. She lingered for a while, unsettling everyone, before disappearing without a trace. To this day, no one knows who or what she was. Snake on door. A homeowner got a surprise when their Ring doorbell captured something unexpected. A large snake slithering up the wall. As the snake climbed higher, birds swooped down, likely trying to protect a nearby nest. The homeowner, alarmed by the footage, rushed home with a shovel and rake, but when they arrived, the snake had mysteriously disappeared. Was it a quick escape or something more eerie? Either way, the homeowner was left with one question: where did the snake go? Creepy dog. Bringing home a new dog is supposed to be exciting until your furry friend looks straight out of a horror movie. A young woman adopted a dog she adored, but things took a turn when she reviewed her Ring camera footage. To her shock, the footage revealed the dog's glowing, scary eyes, unnaturally long teeth, and strange feet. She couldn't believe what she saw. Whether it had always been this way or became something else, no one knows. Heartbroken, she made the tough decision to return the dog. Sometimes, man's best friend might not be so friendly after all. Hampton Court ghost. In 1996, a security camera at Hampton Court captured something truly mysterious. When the fire alarm went off, signaling that fire doors had opened, the staff rushed to check, but found the doors closed and no one in sight. Upon reviewing the CCTV footage, they discovered an eerie figure, dressed in medieval clothing, stepping forward and slamming the doors shut. Strangely, this happened 3 days in a row, yet the figure was only visible on the camera once. No other cameras or witnesses reported anything unusual, deepening the mystery of this ghostly presence that seems to haunt the area. Giant creature. A resident of Utah shared a clip online that left everyone baffled. The Ring camera footage showed a strange, dark figure moving in the yard, inching closer to the door. Its glowing eyes, the only clear feature, looked furious and unearthly. The video quickly went viral, sparking debates across the internet. Some believed it to be a mysterious beast lurking nearby, while others speculated it might be a lost Bigfoot wandering far from its usual habitat. Despite the theories, the creature's true identity remains a mystery, leaving locals uneasy. Peeking figure. A Ring camera caught something truly bizarre outside a window. An alien-like figure with pale white skin and strange features. It peeked through the blinds, almost like it was trying to get a closer look at what was going on inside. The creature looked like the classic gray alien, with big eyes and a head that seemed a little too large for its body. No one knows what it was doing there, but it definitely wasn't your average midnight visitor. Backyard crawler. Talk about an unexpected backyard guest. A man's security camera caught some unusual movement one night, and the video showed a strange figure walking across the yard. It had long, slender legs and no visible arms, almost as if it was gliding smoothly along. The man couldn't help but wonder, could it be the Fresno Nightcrawler? That mysterious creature with a spooky, otherworldly look? Maybe it was just out for a walk, or maybe it had bigger plans. Either way, this backyard visitor gave him a reason to double-check the security footage, and maybe even invest in some stronger lights. Extinct being. Dinosaurs are extinct, right? Well, that's what I thought too, until I saw this CCTV footage that completely changed my mind. In a small town in Vietnam, some locals heard strange noises in the middle of the night. When one of them checked their CCTV, they were stunned. A theropod dinosaur was seen running down their road. Was it a time traveler from the past, or could it have escaped from a secret scientific experiment? No one knows for sure, but the footage sure makes you question what's really out there. Demo Gorgon. A house owner was locking the back door and adjusting the curtains, unaware that something unimaginable was hiding in her yard. Among the plants was a figure that looked eerily similar to a Demogorgon, just like the one from the Stranger Things series. It was crouched, observing everything silently. She wouldn't have known about its presence if she hadn't checked her CCTV later. What happened next and where it went remains a mystery, but from now on, she will be extra careful for sure. Scary noises. Distorted voices were captured by a Ring doorbell camera. The sounds lasted for several minutes and kept changing, sounding strange and not quite human, like something trying to copy human speech. Although no figure was clearly seen in the footage, many believed it could have been a skinwalker outside the house. The creepy noises continued, but the creature stayed hidden, leaving the homeowner feeling uneasy and confused about what was really out there that night. The subscriber's pick. Scary old man. In Romania, an old man was staying as a paying guest in a house. Everything seemed fine, until one day, the house owner checked the CCTV footage and saw something that terrified them. The old man was leaving the house, but suddenly, he seemed to transform into something ghost-like and disappeared towards the door. Was he using superpowers, or was he a shapeshifter? The house owner wasn't sure, but after discovering this, they quietly asked the man to leave and decided never to accept another paying guest again. It was a mystery they couldn't quite understand. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. One morning, a local in Mexico stepped out into his yard and noticed strange footprints. Curious, he checked his Ring camera to find out what had happened. What he saw shocked him. A strange, four-legged creature with a terrifying mouth appeared. It looked like some otherworldly dog, or perhaps the result of a scientist's experiment that had escaped from the lab. The creature slowly approached the door, moving cautiously, before suddenly turning and disappearing into the distance. The man was left confused, unsure of what he'd witnessed, but he couldn't shake off the eerie feeling it left behind. Was it just an unusual animal, or something far stranger? The creature didn't seem to want trouble, but its presence was enough to keep the mystery alive.